born and raised in Philadelphia. And how did I end up in Minnesota? It's usually why would any woman, what is the reason usually why any woman would move to another location? Yeah, a man. So, met my husband, and I've been living in Minnesota now for 11 years. And it was the last place on earth I thought I'd ever live, but Rochester really has grown on me, and I think it's a wonderful city, to the point that I no longer have a desire to move back to the Philadelphia area. I consider myself to be a devout Muslim, and I don't consider myself to be outside of Islam by being so outspoken, by being a woman and being outspoken about my faith and interfaith acceptance at all. But 2 years ago, in summer of 2014, I just became so fed up with all the negativity and all the just destruction caused by ISIS, and also at the same time being so disgusted with the rise of Islamophobia in the West, that I decided that Rochester really needed a Muslim interfaith organization. So I formed my interfaith organization, Community Interfaith Dialogue on Islam, or as they call CIDI, like a city. Okay. And it's just going to provide really different ways of thinking about interfaith dialogue, constantly providing opportunities in Rochester, outside of Rochester, and I hope to expand even further. Good evening, and welcome to Hijab for Today, what happens when women cover multimedia events. It shouldn't just be everybody learning about Islam. I think if Muslims show no interest in learning about another faith, then no one's going to want to learn about Islam. It just makes sense. And then I have the monthly faith talk show. The first show was in December of 2014, and I had 2 evangelical Christians. And they were 2 souls who were willing, put faith in me, and they were willing to come on the show. And I have been doing it now for about 22 months. Each show is an opportunity for each guest of a different faith tradition to come on the show and to educate the audience about what they believe. I always say, if you want to learn about Islam, learn about it from a practicing Muslim. So if you want to learn about any other world tradition or spiritual practice, now you have the opportunity to learn about it from someone who practices it. And it is a talk show, so I do like to bring an element of entertainment to each show. And I like to have fun and be kind of a smartass at the same time. And it's just great. It is it's mentally and emotionally exhausting each and every time. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to come up with a great show each time, and the better I think they're getting, the more pressure I put on myself to do a better and better one. But I thought of, maybe once I hit my 2-year mark, maybe I'll stop doing the show. But then once I get some hate mail saying stop doing the show, then now I'm not going to stop doing the show now, because then you told me to stop doing the show. So I'm going to keep on doing the show as long as people are willing to come on, and as long as there's interest. If I only get 5 people on the show, then that's 5 people that I'm reaching out to. And each month it's at the Rochester Public Library. And pretty much, the talk show is I get to have fun and play, and everybody has to watch. I felt Rochester was a great city to really start such a project like Bridges, like the talk show. you know, it's a small city, but it has such potential to make a global impact because of the people that come and go. And I thought that the city deserved it. It deserved a kind of kick in the backside in terms of dialogue. And I attended so many functions. While they were great, I just felt like, come on, we can do better. Let's make it more fun. Let's make it more entertaining. And I look back now at the past 2 years, and there certainly have been a lot of mountains that I have climbed along the way. But it's what I do. It's what I love. It doesn't pay me a dime. It costs me money. But I would rather be broke and do this than have more money and do something that I wasn't passionate about. So by the end of the day, that's what makes me happy. And it's when I do get the hate mail, when I do get the bizarre people following me on Twitter, I think about my kids, and that reminds me of who I'm doing this for. It's for their future. That nobody needs to be afraid of walking out of their door because of the religion that they follow.